What's going on, people? Yeah, I'm good. Oh man, that's crazy. What it do, Walt? What it do, Wolf? What's going on? Nah, I don't need no moderators. Last time I gave somebody a moderator, they want to kick everybody out. I don't have time for that shit. I just came from like by downtown. They acting a fool down there like idiots. I guess everybody want to go to jail. What's up, brother? What's good? Keith Time, what's up with it, bro? Y'all hear that idiot behind me? I guess he putting on a show for the people. He said, "I guess you glad you're not a slave." Oh man, I had a long ass day, man. Shit. So glad, man. I don't have to do nothing tomorrow. Yeah, I do. I got to go to like a memorial. There's a lot of brothers out there in Carson, California. I think in the last 2 weeks, I think like five of them died, man. They just pulled the plug off one of my partners that I grew up with. They said he got 2 weeks to live. He might not even have 2 weeks. Hey, Keith Thompson, I don't know if that brother locked up or not. That was locked up or not. That's what they say, man. But I don't judge that situation when you're dealing with the women because if you know how baby mamas are, you know how baby mamas are. Ain't no disrespect to the women, but baby mamas can be a handful at times. And that's just what it is. Sometimes you guys need to come out here like to Hermosa Beach or Redondo Beach. You know, at this time of day, especially for the sunset, man, it's nice. Ain't nobody out here. I guess everybody downtown right now protesting. But if you go like on the road up the street, where all them bars at, they like super duper packed. You know, that's what everybody do nowadays. They drink, smoke, get tossed up. Y'all know how they go. That alcohol is a mother. Why Gumby locked up? They say over his baby mama, so I don't know. I don't know why the man locked up. I'm surprised, everybody ain't dragging him through the mud like they always do everybody else. I only seen a few content creators speak on that, so you have to wait and see what details it is, fully before everybody jumped the gun. But they read off his charges. But you know how they go, man. Anything you dealing with domestic, you can't read too much up in it. Cause women be lying nowadays. They be bipolar. They emotional state be all over the map. And all they have to do is just chill out. They chill out, they can get more by chilling out and then going crazy. But I know some chill women though. I ain't even gonna lie. Very chill. But right now he had like a bench warrant, I think, for some traffic tickets. So by the time he go to court, he probably be able to get up out of there, man. I don't know what city and state he in though. That's the biggest thing. I don't know where he at. I don't know if he in Texas. I don't know if he in Vegas. I don't know if he's in California. I don't know nothing of details about none of that type of stuff. But I just know they said he's locked up. I don't expect a lot of people to be out here on Friday nights, on this YouTube space because, everybody doing their thing. People just don't live on this YouTube space. If y'all ever get a chance to work out, try to come in this sand a little bit and work out in this sand. First, you walk it to get your body used to it and adjust to it. And then you jog a little bit. And then you can start running. Because you start running right away, you might pull something, hurt something. The next day you wake up, all type of muscles be hurting in your body. But this sand right here is a different animal. And I know too many people don't give a shit about working out or eating the right things. Or everybody right now probably in the chat right now, probably on the couch eating bonbons and smoking cigarettes and blunts and shit and all that weird shit. This man turned on his lights. It was crazy. He said, "Nah, homie, you not doing that." And it's good not to eat after 6 o'clock if you want your body to fully recover. You know, if you guys eat chicken breast. Um, Try to stay away from a whole lot of carbs, processed foods, especially McDonald's. Yeah, whatever, world peace. It's weird to me, bro, because I don't use, so that's why it's weird. Um, Stay away from processed foods, McDonald's, especially McDonald's, man. I don't know why people be eating that shit. Uh, Stay away from all that type of stuff, man. It's good like to cook your own food. If you don't know how to know how to cook, yeah, there's recipes on the internet. Go get your invest into your crock pot. You can make all type of stuff in them crock pots. Where I'm at right now, I'm at Hermosa Beach. That track right there that you see right there, I did 6 miles on that track today. It's right down the street from where I'm at today. So I just came right up here to walk around on this beach side for a minute. But I'm on the beach right now. I'm in Hermosa Beach. You know where Baja Sharky's at, and if you ever been out here, yeah, I have a gym at my home. Yeah. Oh, you say your legs wet? Yep. So you say your baby cooked. Your baby cooked. You don't cook, bro. World peace. You don't cook. I haven't never met no man in my generation that don't know how to cook. Oh, you don't do no cooking, huh? You the cold dude, man. Do you know how to cook? Let me rephrase that. Do you know how to cook? Okay, all right, yeah. 'Cause I know you know how to cook, boy. You better know how to cook. You came up under that generation I came up under. So I know you know how to cook. We didn't have no choice. Our parents, whoop our ass and we didn't know how to cook and clean and all that type of stuff. Remember them days? For my days, I don't know if everybody in the same age group or the same generation, but when we was growing up, our routine was to get up, clean our room, eat cereal or whatever breakfast was made, get our butt outside till the street lights was on, or go to the park all day, or go to the school where they had free lunches and all that type of stuff, and bring our butt home before the street lights were on. If no food is cooked, you go in there and cook you some food. If you had to go to, if it wasn't no homework, you don't do no homework. And if it was the summer, you go in there and cook. You clean up the kitchen. And if the kitchen wasn't clean when your mama got home from work, she gonna wake your ass up about the bed with a belt and make you go in there and clean it. And no matter what time of night it was, and you do it again the next day. That's how we knew how to clean. That's why I know how to clean, cook, wash my own clothes. I can build you a house with my hands, my eyes closed. The only thing I don't really know how to do real well is like, I know how to change brakes, tires, batteries, that little simple stuff. I just don't know how to work on cars. But other than that, it was survival of the fittest for us. Yeah, we had to cut grass. Right, right. I had to cut grass like between me and my brother until my brother moved with his father in Compton. I had to cut the grass like once a week, front and back, everything. We had to do everything, bro. Iron our clothes. We had to do everything. There's nothing that in my generation that we didn't know what to do. We didn't have cell phones. We had like beepers, pagers. Well, when somebody paged one of our parents' pages or something like that, we had to find a phone booth to call back. And if we went somewhere like the Uncle Jam's Army or something like that, we had to be in the house at a certain time. Y'all know the rules. Back then, your parents can whoop your ass. Now, your parents can't really do too much of nothing to you, but not my daughter. My daughter be, my daughter be on my grandson. She be on his bumper. You know, I guess my daughter raised him to be old school, and he turned out, real good too. You had to do everything, water, grass, everything. I think the biggest turn for us was in the '80s. Um, I think it was my junior school in high school. I had moved on 10th Avenue, but I still went to Banning High School. I took the 210 bus right there on High Park and Crenshaw, and the 210 bus will take you all the way to Banning High School. I'm talking about right in front of it. It'll go down Crenshaw to King to the freeway, to the 405, to the 210, get off on the 210 on 190th to Avalon and go all the way to Avalon. And Benny High School was on Avalon. I did that for like a year and a half going to school till I graduated. And after graduation, even though I was still hanging out on the block with them brothers, doing my little sneaking, doing my whatever I was doing, I still went to school. Irregardless of what somebody was talking about, I still went to school. So, and we didn't have, when I was growing up, we didn't have no babysitters. It was like, ever since we was like in elementary, my mother used to put a key on our neck, and me and my sister, and made sure that we got home and we better not open that door for nobody until she got home when we was that young. Nowadays, parents don't do that. The kids don't walk to school. We used to have to walk to school. We have to do all that stuff by ourselves. Parents don't do that nowadays. The kids run the household nowadays. The kids run everything. How dare you walk to school? I see some kids walking to school nowadays, but the majority of the kids, their parents drop them off and pick them up. Like it's like a high crime gang area or something like that. And it's not even like that anymore. Majority of these kids nowadays, they like squares, um, internet buffs, gamers. No, I didn't go nothing. I didn't go to not one school over there, bro. I went to Broadacres Elementary in Carson, Curtis Junior High in Carson, and Banning High School in Wilmington. I didn't go to no LA school. I went to summer school one time at Jefferson High School when I was playing football. I had to make up for like a semester. And it seemed like everybody at Jeff High School was like dummies. It was like every time I went in there, I was helping them do all their work. You can tell what areas when you go to school, you can tell what areas schools were better than the next and than other schools. Cause some schools were so rowdy, like I'm gonna say Jeff High School, it was so rowdy to the point where they really wasn't doing nothing but teaching you how to fight. I don't have no Android. I have an iPhone. What are you talking about? I don't use Androids. I got two iPhones. Talking about damn Android. You know, damn Android. Somebody was trying to call. That was 600 trying to call. I wonder where he at. I'm supposed to meet up with him. What's up, MT? What's going on? Hey, MT. Boy, these dudes be trying to start so much mess around here. It's crazy, man. They called me about WAC 100 today, talking about he dissed the A-Trade gang. I said, no, he didn't, bro. I don't know why dudes be even saying some stupid stuff like that. No, damn well he didn't do no shit like that. That was somebody trying to call. I don't think he would. What do you mean dissing him? What do you mean dissing him? Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You have to elaborate on that. I don't understand. For one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. Ain't nobody gonna be dissing nobody, bro. Because you guys have to understand, man, that I have relationships with some of them dudes. Six have relationships with some of them dudes. Even Whack got relationships with some of them dudes. So there's not gonna be no dissing coming from nowhere, man. Now, if two dudes getting into it for whatever, man, that's their prerogative. That's their problem. I try not to get into that shit, man, because I that's not my get out. Well, Keith Thomas, that's you, that wasn't a lie. You see, like I always tell dudes, man, ain't none of us infallible, right? So whatever the brother had going on, he had going on, man. I just don't be going on deep up into it like that, man. Like I said, man, the man gave me a pass, years ago, man. Even though if they would have did something to me or touched me in that day room, the homies on the other side would have got with them dudes over there. So, it's always, it's always a respect thing for me, because sometimes, man, you can be outnumbered, and sometimes you can be outnumbered, bro, and then your enemy will give you a pass, and you can't do nothing but respect that, because you can get dogged out. Because in our day, in our era, man, when your enemies used to catch you, they used to just dog you out. Period. They didn't care how many of you guys was together. They will, because we used to do the same thing. So you have to give respect when respect is due. Me, I'm not gonna drag a man up out the coffin and drag him through the streets. That's just not me. I'm not gonna do that. But I always look at the lessons and the blessings of me growing up, surviving whatever I survived out there in that culture. And and I'm glad I moved away from it, bro, because it's funny on how the same individuals that's your enemy, and then when you somewhere, stuck behind a wall, they become your friends. That's when I knew that all that stuff was a myth and all that stuff was just fake and fictitious. Because there's no way in the world that these the same dudes that you hunted on the street is the same dudes that's trying to help you and protect you when you're behind the wall, and vice versa. You know, we feed each other, we rock with each other, we do business with each other, et cetera, et cetera. So it doesn't make any sense. So that's why I be saying, man, when I be seeing these youngsters, when they be sitting there, they be doing a 1-2 steps out here in the streets, time they go up inside that joint, everybody gonna get along. Everybody gonna be homies. Everybody gonna be friends. Everybody gonna be chilling. Everybody gonna be doing the things they need to do, man, to survive up in there. And then they gonna build up on certain type of relationship. And then that's when they thinking pattern is gonna change. It's unfortunate. It takes that for them to understand that. But sometimes, man, some dudes got to learn the hard way, man, just like we had to learn the hard way. And a lot of them brothers gonna look at that stuff and they're gonna start despising the whole culture of that demonstration. And rightful so, they have that right because it's like that culture, it destroyed lives. It took away a bunch of lives. A bunch of brothers and lost their lives behind fictitious wars, behind like women and somebody calling somebody a buster. It's just crazy, man, on how you just lose your life. So many brothers and lost their life over some nappy dugout. You know, You got the girl out here humping on one dude from a set and and humping on the next dude from the other set. And these two dudes meet up with each other, man. And she didn't pussy whip both of them. Now she didn't got to the point where they just, doing their thing. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Nah, Monster wasn't scared of Lil Feet. He respected him, but he wasn't scared of him. You know, I'm not even gonna say that, man, because I was up in there. Remember that story where Rebo was talking about? If y'all heard Rebo talking, he was saying that he got in Monster and Lil Feet face. I was right there when he done that. I'm talking about I was literally right there, bro, when he done that. Sure did. And it was a respect thing. You know how that stuff is, man. If you guys can even phantom how them two brothers was back then, that in that day and age, you talking about some dudes putting on a persona that they super hard. That was them two dudes, man. But I'm gonna get up out of here.